Beloved, I tell you this, your time of wealth has already come. It is not something distant, not a future reward, not a chance waiting in the dark. It is here, now, as close as your very breath. For what you desire you already contain within. Wealth is not to be chased, for it lives in your consciousness first, and from there it shapes your world. When you feel a longing for greater abundance, it is not a sign of absence. No, it is the whisper of fulfillment calling you. The desire itself is the proof that what you seek is already yours. You could not hunger for what was not already provided. All things begin in the imagination. What you see within yourself with feeling, you draw into form without effort. The world is but a mirror, showing you your inner assumptions. If you live inwardly as though wealth surrounds you, then it must express itself outwardly in your affairs. Remain open. Do not close the door with fear or doubt. Do not measure your life by appearances. The visible world is only the echo of your unseen faith. The secret is to trust that what you imagine and feel is more real than what your senses declare. Your wealth is not on its way, it is here. Let that awareness rise in you. Walk as though you already possess the life you long for. Speak as though every need is answered. Give thanks for abundance before it appears. And soon it will appear in ways so natural you may forget you once called it forth. Stay open, beloved, open to possibility, open to the quiet voice within, open to the truth that your imagination creates reality. The moment you accept this, the doors swing wide. Wealth flows to you, through you, and around you, for it was always yours. Your time has arrived. Now rest in the assurance of it, and let the world bring it forth. Wealth is not something you need to run after, nor is it something far away waiting for a distant moment to arrive. It is already present in your consciousness, quietly resting in the unseen realm of your being. The truth is that everything you desire in this life already exists within you, as a possibility, as an image, as a vibration waiting for recognition. What most people call lack is nothing but a blindness to the riches already present inside. The outer world may show limitations, but the inner world has no boundaries. The moment you align your inner state with the feeling of wealth, your outer life must bend and reshape itself to match it. Every man and woman holds within the power to choose the state they live from. If you live from the state of struggle, you will see evidence of struggle. If you live from the state of abundance, abundance will unfold in ways beyond your logical planning. Wealth is not about money alone. It is about a consciousness of sufficiency, a knowing that you are supported by life, that nothing is withheld from you. To align with wealth means to accept in your heart that you already possess it. It means to speak, act, and imagine as though wealth is the natural environment in which you exist. This alignment does not require force. It does not mean working harder, worrying longer, or striving endlessly. Alignment is a quiet turning inward, a shift of focus from the outer appearance of lack to the inner assurance of abundance. You align by training your imagination to dwell only on the reality you wish to see expressed. You align by allowing yourself to feel the joy of already having, even if no physical evidence yet appears. This is not pretending, it is acknowledging that the unseen is more real than the seen. The world outside is simply the delayed reflection of what is already accepted inside. When you say to yourself, wealth is here, you begin to open the channels through which it can flow. Your actions change, your choices change, your energy attracts differently. Opportunities that were once invisible reveal themselves. People who carry the keys to your next level cross your path. What some call coincidences are nothing but your inner alignment expressing itself outwardly. The greatest barrier to wealth is not a lack of resources, but a refusal to believe that you already have access to them. Fear, doubt, and comparison close the door. Faith, gratitude, and expectancy open it. To align with wealth is to stand firm in the knowing that life responds to your inner assumption, not your outer complaints. So you need not strive to get wealth as though it is missing. You need only align with the truth that it is already yours. Live in that awareness, breathe in that feeling, and soon the invisible will harden into visible form. Wealth is not coming, it is here. And it is waiting for you to accept it. Desire is so often misunderstood. Many look at the stirring of desire within themselves and immediately judge it as proof of absence. They say, if I want it, it must mean I do not have it. But the truth is quite the opposite. Desire does not come to you because something is missing. It comes because something is already yours in the unseen. The presence of desire is not emptiness. It is the signal that what you seek is already prepared for you, and life is inviting you to align with it. Think of desire as a seed. When you see a seed in your hand, you do not mourn the absence of a tree. You know that the seed contains within it everything required for the tree to grow, branch out, and bear fruit. The desire within you is that seed. It contains the full reality of what you seek. The moment you become aware of a desire, the fulfillment of it is already alive in the invisible. Your task is not to question whether it is possible, but to nurture it in imagination, to rest in the assurance that it belongs to you. Many have been conditioned to see desire as weakness, as longing, as a reminder of what they lack. This belief leads to struggle, to chasing, to endless dissatisfaction. But if you could see clearly, you would recognize that desire itself is the proof of abundance. You could not long for something unless it already existed for you in potential. You could not dream of wealth, love, or freedom if those things were not already prepared in the fabric of your being. Desire comes as a messenger whispering, "This is yours." Dare to believe it. When you shift your view of desire from lack to evidence, everything changes. You no longer chase after dreams in desperation. You no longer beg life to give you what you think is missing. Instead, you rest in quiet confidence, knowing that what you feel drawn to is already present in your reality, waiting to be revealed. The more deeply you accept this truth, the faster it begins to take form. Desire is not your enemy, it is your guide. It points you toward the experiences your soul is ready to live. It is not there to taunt you, but to awaken you. When you resist desire, when you call it lack, you block the very thing you are meant to receive. But when you embrace desire, when you feel it with gratitude and certainty, you align yourself with its fulfillment. Every longing within you is a bridge. It connects your present moment with your greater reality. You would not feel the desire if it were not already yours in some dimension of existence. The very fact that you can imagine it is proof that you are capable of receiving it. Desire, then, is not emptiness. It is fullness calling you home. Imagination is the birthplace of every form, the silent power behind all that appears in your world. What you see around you, whether wealth, beauty, or limitation, is nothing more than the hardened shadow of imagination. Many believe that outer conditions shape their lives, yet it is always the unseen images they carry within that call forth the visible. Imagination is not a pastime, not fantasy, not a dream with no weight. It is the creative law at work, the very key that unlocks the treasure house of abundance. Every invention that has ever blessed humanity began as a picture in someone's mind. The chair you sit on, the device you hold, the house you live in, all were first imagined. Before there was substance, there was a thought clothed in feeling. That same power works in you, waiting for your direction. When you imagine with intensity and conviction, you are impressing upon reality the pattern it must take. The outer world has no choice but to echo the inner design. Abundance is not achieved by effort alone. Countless people labor without ceasing, yet remain in struggle because their imagination is saturated with images of lack. They work with their hands, yet in the unseen they see themselves as poor, as needy, as unworthy. Their imagination is locked, and so abundance remains locked away from them. But the moment a man or woman dares to see differently within, the locks fall off. To imagine yourself surrounded by wealth, to feel the ease of it, to rest in the joy of it, that is the master key. The door opens and visible abundance walks in naturally. The nation has no concern with appearances. It does not ask whether the bank account is low or the opportunities seem scarce. It moves according to the image held within. If you continually entertain pictures of failure, your life must reflect it. But if you deliberately choose to see yourself prosperous, free, and provided for, then life must shape itself accordingly. The law is impartial. It gives you whatever you accept inwardly as true. To use imagination rightly is not to wish vaguely, but to feel specifically. See yourself living in the reality you desire. Hear the words spoken to you when you have succeeded. Feel the gratitude of already receiving. In such moments of inward vision, you are planting the seeds of abundance. The soil of reality will bring forth the harvest in due season. The world may call it daydreaming, but it is not idle. It is the most practical act you can perform. The wealth you long for, the opportunities you hope for, the freedom you seek, these are all unlocked by the images you dare to hold. Do not underestimate this gift. Imagination is the key placed in your hand. Turn it, and the invisible riches become visible. Unlock it, and the abundance that is already yours will rush to meet you. To receive anything in life, you must first accept it inwardly. The world does not hand gifts to those who wait with empty hearts. It responds to those who have already claimed their treasure within. Living inwardly in the feeling of already having is the secret posture of true abundance. It is the quiet conviction that what you long for is not far away, not something you must chase, but something you already hold in your unseen reality. The outer world only reflects back what you have dared to accept within. Many live in a state of waiting. They wait for the job before they feel successful. They wait for the relationship before they feel loved. They wait for the money before they feel secure. Yet in doing so, they delay endlessly. For life mirrors their waiting. It cannot deliver the thing they seek because inwardly they are dwelling in the state of not having. The law of creation does not bring to you what you want. It brings to you what you are conscious of already being. To live in the feeling of already having is to shift from longing to possession. It is to walk through life with the quiet assurance that your desire is accomplished, though no evidence yet surrounds you. It is not pretending or tricking yourself. It is acknowledging that the unseen is the root and the seen is only its fruit. The root always comes first. If you nourish the root with the feeling of already having, the fruit must appear in time. Imagine for a moment the thing you most desire. Do not look at it from a distance. Enter into it. See yourself in the scene where it is already real. Hear the voices that would congratulate you. Feel the weight of it, the texture, the joy of its completion. In those inner moments, you are doing the very work that brings it into form. You are dwelling in the state of possession, and possession must express itself outwardly. This is why gratitude is so powerful. Gratitude says, "It is done." Gratitude is the natural language of one who already has. When you give thanks before you see, you are aligning yourself with the reality of having. That vibration calls forth the circumstances, the people, and the events needed to bring it into view. The world cannot resist the one who lives in gratitude for what is already theirs. Receiving, then, is not passive. It is not sitting idle hoping for fortune to appear. It is an active inner alignment, a choice to inhabit the feeling of the end fulfilled. When you live this way, the waiting ends, for you are already there in consciousness. And because consciousness is the only true cause, your outer life must conform. So do not wait to feel secure, abundant, or loved. Feel it now, claim it now, live in the certainty that it is yours, and soon the world will echo back to you what you have already embraced within. Doubt and fear are the greatest thieves of abundance. They whisper that what you desire may never come, that life is uncertain, that you are unworthy of good things. The moment you allow those voices to take root, you shut the very door through which blessings will enter. Doubt looks at appearances and says, it is not here. Fear looks at time and says, it may never arrive. Both close your heart and blind your vision, but faith and expectancy. These are the keys that swing the door wide open. They are the hands that welcome abundance, the posture that says to life, I am ready. Faith is not blind, it is not foolish hoping. Faith is the assurance that what you have accepted inwardly must one day appear outwardly. It knows that imagination creates reality, that what you assume with feeling must clothe itself in form. Faith does not need evidence to stand tall, it is itself the evidence. To believe before you see is the essence of creation, for the unseen always precedes the seen. Expectancy is the natural companion of faith. When you expect something, you prepare for it, you create space for it. A person who expects a guest tidies their home and sets the table. In the same way, one who expects abundance prepares inwardly and outwardly. They act as though the blessing is already on its way. They walk with anticipation, not anxiety. They know the delivery is certain, so they rest in joy before the knock at the door. Fear, on the other hand, cripples the imagination. It creates pictures of loss, failure, and delay. And because imagination is the womb of creation, those very fears can harden into reality if entertained long enough. The world is impartial. It reflects whatever state you occupy most deeply. If you dwell in fear, you build walls around yourself. But if you dwell in faith, you dissolve those walls and allow life to flow freely. The choice then is always before you. Will you close the door with fear or open it with faith? Will you expect disappointment or will you expect fulfillment? The energy you carry determines the outcome. When you stand in faith, opportunities find you. When you live in expectancy, circumstances align. What others call luck is simply the natural fruit of one who has kept the door open through unwavering trust. Do not think you must be perfect to walk in faith. Even the smallest seed of belief, if nurtured, can move mountains. When fear arises, do not fight it. Replace it. Turn your attention to the end you desire and feel it real. Let gratitude wash away doubt. Let expectancy replace hesitation. Every moment you choose faith over fear, you keep the door open for abundance to enter. Life is generous, but it cannot force its gifts upon a closed heart. Open the door with faith. Hold it wide with expectancy. What you desire is waiting outside, ready to come in the moment you believe. Wealth is not something to be forced, chased, or wrestled into your life. It flows naturally, just as rivers flow toward the sea when you remain open, receptive, and trusting. Life is abundant by nature. Look at the sky filled with stars, the oceans overflowing with waves, the endless cycles of sunrise and harvest. Scarcity is not the law of life. Abundance is. But to experience it, you must be willing to open yourself, to receive, and to trust that what belongs to you cannot be withheld. When you close yourself with worry, with doubt, with resistance, you block the natural flow. Imagine standing by a river with a clenched fist, trying to grab the water. No matter how hard you try, you cannot hold it. And in your effort, you miss the beauty of its flow. Wealth is the same. It does not respond to force. It responds to openness. The open heart says, I am ready. The receptive mind says, I will allow life to surprise me. The trusting soul says, all is well, for abundance is certain. Receptivity is an inner posture. It means letting go of control and surrendering the need to know how or when things will come. Too often people block wealth because they insist on dictating the exact path it must take. They believe it can only arrive through their job, their business, or a single opportunity. But life is far more creative than that. When you are receptive, you allow channels to open where none existed before. The wealth you seek may flow through an unexpected idea, a chance encounter, or a door you never thought to knock on. Trust is the companion of receptivity. Trust says, even if I do not see it yet, it is on its way. Even if appearances seem empty, abundance is already here. Trust allows you to rest, to live in peace, while the unseen arranges itself into the seen. Without trust, impatience creeps in, and impatience is a form of resistance. But with trust, you stand in quiet confidence, knowing that life never fails to deliver what has been claimed inwardly. Openness, too, is essential. To be open is to let go of the stories that say wealth is hard, that you must struggle endlessly, that only a few are fortunate. Such beliefs are closed doors. To be open is to believe that wealth is natural, that it belongs to you as much as the air you breathe. It is to see yourself not as a beggar at life's table, but as an heir to its abundance. When you live open, receptive, and trusting, wealth does not trickle, it flows. Ideas come easily, opportunities unfold, people extend their hands, and circumstances align in ways you could not plan. What you once called miracles become ordinary, for you have entered the natural rhythm of abundance. Wealth is not a prize you earn. It is a river already flowing. Open yourself, trust its course, and you will find it carries you exactly where you are meant to be. The truth is simple yet profound. Wealth has never been absent from you. It has always lived in your consciousness, waiting for you to recognize it. Desire is not lack, but proof of possession. Imagination is the key that unlocks what is already yours. To receive, you must first feel it within. Faith and expectancy open the door wide, while fear and doubt only close it. And when you remain open, receptive, and trusting, wealth flows to you naturally. Like rivers returning to the sea, your time of wealth has arrived. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Live as though it was already yours, for in truth it is. Walk in the assurance of it, rest in the joy of it, and let the world reflect back the abundance you have already claimed within. Thank you for listening. May you go forward with confidence, with faith, and with an open heart, knowing that your abundance is here and now.